Good morning, viewers. You're welcome to Voice TV Nigeria, where we always bring you topical issues as it concerns citizens, policies, and the government. And how do we measure the youth asking to be part of the governance in our nation? We won't be doing this alone. We are today in the office of the MD CEO of Hasino Security Services. He's a security strategy expert, and he's actually knowledgeable when it comes to politics. So we'll be saying good morning to Dr. Hassan Sadiq Arifi.
Good morning, viewers, and thank you for having me.
Dr. Sir,
yes.
Before youth movement, and we've been following your programs and realized you're one of the voice of the youth in the country presently. What was the vision of the progressive youth movement?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, the essence of me being involved, I call myself a stakeholder, a frontier of PYM. PYM means Progressive Youth Movement. We fear that they said the youth are the future of tomorrow. But if I ask you, where is that tomorrow? That is why you said it is now or never. Now, over time, most of the elite who are in politics, we only use the youth, and after using the youth during the elections and all that, then they are outside. And we often see that governance has failed us over time, if you look at it, despite the enormous resources accrued to the country as a nation. If you have people who are in power, most of our people today who are in politics are the elite, they were being driven by power. They are not driven by knowledge. So the youth today of Nigeria has 64% of populations, which means it is in terms of elections, they can determine who win, who lose. Now it is on that note I look at it that no, it is time for us to take this responsibility under the umbrella of PYM to have interface with the youth across the country, that you cannot sit down and complain about bad governance. It is time for you to take the power because nobody gave it. And by doing that, you need to belong to a political party, you need to take part in the process of elections and to be there and to be in government. From there, whatever you think you know you have, you can start adding voice, because you cannot sit behind the seat and expect miracle to be done. This is why I'm involved in letting youth to know that no, don't sit down. Take part, be part of political party, be part of the structure of the party, be part of the structure of the governance. On that process, you'll be able to make an input. If you feel you have something to offer. Because if you ask me, I've often said in several fora that what God has accrued to us as a nation, 10% has not properly utilized. Why? Because of knowledge. Because most of our
There's been an unpass lately over the months with the caretaker committee of Malabuni.
yes.
And to a lot of people, they felt you were confrontational.
Okay.
But at forums, you had actually mentioned you are not fighting anybody, Malabuni, not personally, but you just want technically that APC is standing on a firm foot. Please take us into what's the problem.
Yeah, when we start PYM, going various states, zone, and all that, we are not disloyalty members of the party. No. We are only saying the party needs to take the rightful step and the right directions within the shortest time. We are not against Malambuni or any other national working committee of the party. We are saying certain things, if you cannot do it, we can do it for you, because they are all possible. That is why we are being invited by DSS. I said it. DSS did not arrest us. They only call for clarifications. And simple. That is all. That these things you are doing, how are you doing it? How are you financing it? And we let them know it's individual effort. We contribute to host, to do our programs. The accounts are there to be traced. There's nothing hidden there. We are not an opposition in the party. We are even the people who have now made the party to stand firm. Because the PDP, other party, are waiting to see the downfall of APC. And this is where we said, no, APC will not go down. Because it is doable and it is possible. And today, based on those things we did, it has put APC on the seat of making sure conventions and all that becomes real. And this is where they announced it February. So which means what we have been doing at that time has added advantage. It's a wake-up call by the youth of PYM that the party should wake. This elephant cannot be lying down. And this is what we have achieved today.
So, sir, so it's not confrontational, but one of the executive of the caretaker committee, Senator John Akpanu-Adedehe, claimed you are all impersonators and no members of APC. Would you want to clarify that?
You see, if you, I think if you watch one of those our press interview, I display my membership card where I did my validations and all that. I will give it to him as well, he's a member of APC, he's a caretaker and all that, but I won't go the way he goes. No, I will take it different directions, because I've often said it, I see him as someone who is backslide in terms of knowledge, because you cannot hold that positions and you are now claiming that some youth of the party are not members of the party. Before you come out to the air to say so, you have to check the background. Are they registered? Are they member? What are they saying? All I expect you to do is to engage them, constructive engagement. We've never went to the secretariat to block the place. No. We've never discouraged anybody not to be part of APC. And any forum will see us, we have the logo of APC. What the wise need to do is to call and sit down and talk. That what is the problems? How do we solve it? Because it's in-house. But for him at that level, coming out publicly and said these are not known, they are not passive, you can see that to me it's laid back. I call it a low estate. Because you cannot say the members of the party is not eligible, you have not done your background check and no. All you need to do is to involve how do we resolve it. Politicians today, that's why I said most Nigerian politicians are wise and not smart. Because there are a lot of opportunities they're supposed to take advantage of it, whereby it will benefit all the national country. If I give you a typical example of, let me use the Kogi State for example. Kogi State is known having a lot of mineral resources. I'll give it to you. Let's stop the governor to say, okay, I will discuss with the CBN securing about $200 billion, for example, for mineral explorations. Taking state of the local government, what kind of mineral resources do we have and how do we utilize it? Now securing the license from the Federal Ministry of Mineral Resources. Go back to the state. Take few of individuals who are passionate about the economy of the state. Linking them to have collaborations. How do you mind this? What is the cost? Those equipment that you needed, import them with what you have secured. Not giving them the cash, no. Why you have now engaged them and now start mining, creating the market, paying back what you have secured, and creating economic security for the state, while the government is taking